the CIA, founded in 1948 by Harry S. Truman, to collect information. That was their job, to collect information and put a portfolio so the president can make foreign policy decisions, because the president is in charge of foreign policy.
Yes.
And the CIA is kind of like, we're probably going to do a little bit more than that.
Yeah.
Right? We're going to overthrow governments, right?
Probably.
So in Operation
Ajax,
Ajax, you can literally, I show my students the CNN clip of the CIA admitting that they did this. It's open knowledge now.
Mm-hmm.
In 1953, they orchestrate a coup d'etat, and Eisenhower approves it, and so does the Prime Minister of Britain.
What year was this again?
This is 1953.
Oh, boy.
And one of our great men has come back into power as Prime Minister. Churchill is Prime Minister again.
Oh, he came
back. So he's also like, do it.
Does history repeat itself, or does it just rhyme? This is the podcast where a guy who knows his history talks to a guy who doesn't know it at all. The self-appointed greatest historian ever and his BFF Jono present History Rhymes.
Welcome to the History Rhymes podcast. This is a very special episode today where we try to connect some of them nifty dots throughout history, specifically around a very, what would you say, prominent figure from the past, and try to align it at least with the future. But today we are focusing solely on one region. Is that correct?
Yeah,
Tom?
One region, former empire, now a country or nation.
Yes.
And we thought it'd be a good idea, considering current events, to look at Iran.
Yes.
Modern Iran.
As opposed to specifically focusing extremely narrowly on one person.
Yeah, we're not going to focus on one person. Today, we're going to really, for History Rhymes, we're going to see how do we interpret, process the modern world through the lens of the past. And so there's a lot of rhyming going on. There's not necessarily repetition, but we're going to really, really focus on 20th century Iran, kind of starting in the 1890s. I'll give a quick little survey of, from the Persian Empire all the way up to that time, super fast. But this really is going to be what you need to know about Iran to interpret the current war between the United States, Israel, and Iran. This is not going to be a deep dive into, Farsi language or Iranian culture. So if you are like a Persian academic or historian, this is
us protecting ourselves with
this is
preamble.
Like I have studied Iranian history quite a bit. I have some of my textbooks here from I probably of all the Middle Eastern countries other than Israel, it's one of my favorite to study. And I don't know why. I've always just kind of had this draw to, probably because of the connection with ancient Greece and the Persian Empire. I've always loved studying Iran.
The History of Rhymes podcast is brought to you by the Speakeasy Podcast Studio, where the speaking is easy and the bevies go down squeezy.
Like Gatorade.
Yeah, that's right. In our mugs.
Check out speakeasypodcast.ca.
It's at the bottom of the screen. Check it out.
So we have plenty of books for you to fondle here, John.
Yeah. We will have
if we want to
fondle
start
time.
there. Yeah. So yeah. Wait.
Essentially, this is Iran for dummies, or dummy in this case, because I'm the person who doesn't know anything about it. So I am you, or some of you, the audience. Dummy. Johnny
so the
Dummy.
first, that Abrahamian text
one?
there, that's a really good, it's called The History of Modern Iran.
Authored by you, as usual. You're a prolific writer.
That is a kid's book.
Oh.
No, that's one of my textbooks from my course I took in my third year.
I see where it's for kids here.
And now this book here, I have a sentimental value. I have a sentimentality towards this book. This is William Cleveland. He is actually a Simon Fraser University professor.
Where's that?
It's in this beautiful Acropolis on top of Burnaby Mountain.
Oh.
It's a concrete jungle.
Is that where they filmed Age of Attraction?
It is, but no. it is what it's where they filmed. What's the Arnold Schwarzenegger? They filmed tons of movies, but Arnold Schwarzenegger's movie, Terrible Something Tomorrow, or The Sixth.
Rambo. They filmed it in Hope.
Rambo. That's what it was.
Yeah.
And he's like, listen to me, I fought in Vietnam. Okay, I'm a Green Beret and I'm 5'6". Hey, yo, you're not 5'6".
I'm 5'6".
Adrian.
Adrian,
I was
you're a much better
was like,
Stallone impersonator.
Okay. I got. You're gonna leave us there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the big thing that his colonel says about him?
He goes yes, that's in Afghanistan.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so in the 1980s, the Soviet Union went to war. They invaded Afghanistan. Stupid move. Fought against the Mujahideen
because they didn't have a Rambo in real life.
They fought against the Mujahideen, who were armed by the United States, as shown in the movie Charlie Wilson's War with Tom Hanks and Julia Roberts and Philip Seymour
basically
Hoffman.
Rambo, but
it's more like
Charlie.
Sleepless in Seattle.
Yeah.
But
you got mail.
so the Rambo is sent to help the Mujahideen, but he goes to Afghanistan because his colonel, who's like his sage father figure, he's like, John, you got to come and help us. Like, it's just like Vietnam. We got to go help the Mujahideen.
He just says that.
And then
it's
he's
just like Vietnam.
And Rambo's like in his like Thai. He's in Thailand. He's just like working on a temple. He's like,
I love how he uses it to like, convince somebody to go to war based off of Vietnam. It's just like Vietnam.
He's like,
oh, that's great.
That was terrible. You mean where I got tortured? And then so the colonel goes. Well, John J. Rambo's in this like Thai temple area, and he's just like, I found my piece. And he's just like working on, because
I remember that.
Oh, dude, it's so good.
Great
so then, anyways,
film.
whatever. So the colonel goes to Soviet occupied Afghanistan. And he just gets captured immediately. he's like, oh wait. He's like trying to bring weapons to the Mujahideen,
Not like
and
Vietnam
he gets
at all.
captured immediately. So then they're like. The guy from that 70s show, The Dad, he comes up and he's like CIA. He's like,
Oh yeah, that's right.
he's
Red.
like, he's like,
Foreman.
hey, Rambo, what I tell you?
I know names.
He's like, we needed you, and you weren't there. And Rambo's like, oh, get him. So then Rambo goes, meets the Mujahideen, does this cool. He earns their trust by winning at this like horse game. He's like football, and then the evil Soviet guy is like torturing the colonel, and he's like, ugh. The colonel's just like, ugh, and the colonel's only there just to talk about awesome Rambo.
That's right. They just keep going. He's like,
just
Rambo's
wait.
gonna
He's like,
get you.
And he's kind of enjoying it. And he's like, oh, you Soviets. And it's just like Vietnam. Oh, no. And they're like twisting his nipples. And he's like, oh.
And
so then.
It's so Soviet of them to nipple
like,
people.
Yes.
Right in left clockwise.
This, Stalin loved this. So then he's like, just wait till Rambo gets here. And then the Soviet.
It is true. There's like 4 scenes with him just like
just
bragging about Rambo.
Yeah, he's like, just wait till Rambo gets here. And then he's got 0.3% body fat. And then the guy's like, who do you think this man is? God? Pause. And he's like, no. God would have mercy. And then it cuts straight to Rambo climbing a sheer cliff. It's like, wow. And you're just like, oh, have I seen heaven?
They just don't make movies like that anymore. But everything was always like hyper glorified.
Now it'd be like,
just like this.
God would have mercy, and God would be less problematic. Okay, God is quite
and less judgmental.
Yeah. Rambo's he's problematic. He's.
I miss the '80s where everybody was an absolute legend. Movies like that, though, I just end up comparing them to, or at least my kind of film that represents Rambo would just be Hot Shots Part 2.
Yeah, well, that's of course.
Also,
It's satirizing Rambo.
It is, but to me,
so anyways, back to William L.
Rambo
Cleveland. Yeah, no, this is a fantastic
Did he
book.
go to Iran for that movie?
He did not.
It's actually more accurate and
Cleveland?
relevant. No, Rambo, Charlie Sheen.
Oh,
sorry.
Oh, I think they probably filmed that in like
what's
Arizona.
the name of Charlie Sheen in Hot Shots? Topper Harley, that's it. Yeah. Can we just talk about Hot Shots for?
This is now a movie podcast.
It's still Topper because he was there's the same character.
All right.
He
So
just
then-
goes from fighter pilot to just like a Uzi or a machine gun wielding.
So then that
shirtless
little one,
man.
that's the one I
On
talked about
trend.
last week. That one.
This one?
Yeah.
This
that
isn't
one.
helpful. There's no cover.
Yeah, it fell off. That's,
Let's show the
That's
spine.
Guess of the Ayatollah. It's about the hostage crisis. You can open up the front page there.
I don't know.
Take a look at it. Show the camera. Just the very
Is there
front.
a little
very front.
image? There we go.
Oh, is that a grade
Is
12 history
Pacific?
award? Don't
Yeah.
show the school. Jeez, they'll know where we live.
Now we know. Now they know where we live.
Crap.
It's exactly where they filmed Age of Attraction.
All right.
A private
So,
school
Jono,
in the heart of Surrey. Sorry.
first, I'd love to hear, since Jono's actually more up to date on current events than I am because he has so much more free time.
Yeah, I'm
he's just And
I need a job.
So much more access to the digital world.
Yeah, it's true.
So tell me, what is going on in Iran today? What do you know? What have you heard? What's the scuttlebug?
Well, as always, there's an oil crisis now because they've closed the Strait of Hormuz. That's a big deal.
Yeah. 20% of the world's oil comes through there.
Yeah, it's pretty
We can
bad.
get the map up there.
What is that, like
if you
a
want to go to the next
39-mile stretch where it's basically the killing box, I believe, is what a kill box is what they've called it. So there's no ships going through there whatsoever.
It's so tiny.
We have missiles flying across and drones flying across to the UAE, Saudi Arabia, and have they hit Kuwait as well?
I don't know.
No, they hit that star. All the
They've
stars.
hit all over. And so
all
on
sorts of
March,
spots.
what was it, March? What was the date? What was the actual date that Saturday 2 weeks ago? Was it March, not March 12th, March something? The Israel and the United States.
I could be wrong about some of the hit spots. But
Yeah.
Anyway.
Israel and the United States hit Iran's major military posts, their Air Force stuff, their ability to shoot back and surface air missiles. They killed the Ayatollah Khamenei.
Oh, right. Yeah. I could have gone all the way back to that.
That's right. Yeah.
We got a whole new Ayatollah now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's so different.
He's different.
He's his son. And he has the exact same name.
Yeah.
So I love this
Which
map.
is handy just so everybody knows him pretty quick.
Yeah, it helped all of
Helps
us.
Everybody.
And we will get into the government structure of Iran, but it's actually really hard. And so we're in the middle of March right now. So when this airs, it'll be a few weeks from now. But it's actually really hard to figure out what's going on. So before the Israel and the United States launched this attacks, there was crazy amounts. We heard about these protests, right?
Yeah, we are very familiar with.
We
the
heard about
protests.
and we saw the images, especially in Tehran, the capital in the north there,
Yeah.
where all these, the cost of living was so unaffordable, and and so these massive protests happen, and Iran actually has quite a young country right now. So I have some data on Iran. I just pulled up currently. So their median age is 34 to 35 years with 2 years old, with 22% of their population under 15.
That's great.
So it's very no, but that means so they're young. Like they probably like the Beatles.
Sounds like a lot of fun over there.
No,
Everyone's
no,
just
it means
full of young life and
when
zest.
you have young when you have there's an old saying, like if you have young bored men or disillusioned bored men, you're gonna have revolution.
Got to get some Nintendo Switches over there.
But the question is, what sparked these protests and what sparked the police to fire and kill many of these protesters? We don't know how many, because that's kind of created this sort of just war narrative for what we're seeing right now. There's rumors that the United States actually did some, I don't know stocks very well, but they did mess with the Iranian dollar, which caused all the prices to shoot up because they are trying to cause turmoil. The United States hates this regime, and they have for years. So why don't we just dive into it?
Okay, let's do it. But first, let's be sure to thank the host of our podcast and sponsor, Speakeasy Podcast Studios. Did I say that right, Dan?
Yeah, you got it.
Belzarian? That's your last name too, isn't it? Right?
Speakeasy. Did you say Belzarian?
Yeah.
What's that mean?
Nothing.
Okay.
I made it up.
I got it.
Anyways, no, the Speakeasy Podcast Studio is hosting us today and for all episodes in perpetuity. This is contractually binding. So we just want to thank Dan for having us here today. But now...
Yeah, he doesn't even pay us.
Yeah, we're going to get paid in dividends and stocks.
So
Anyway.
this is all you need to know about Iran, okay? And interrupt anytime with when
We just need 20 minutes here, right?
modern reels come up in your brain that you're like, oh my gosh, I scrolled that last night at 1:30 a.m. Sorry, this morning.
Yeah.
Right?
I was up at 1:30. I struggle with sleep.
You're
Because I'm so curious. I'm so worried about this podcast and what we're going to talk about.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're kind of like Bruce Wayne. You're like Bruce Wayne with more anxiety.
Yeah, and less money. A lot less
and less
money.
brown hair.
Yeah,
so a couple things. Iran is a very large country.
Yep.
Okay, so as we're
As we
and I
can
want
see.
you to think about
And
like
very hilly. Thanks for the topographical map.
yes.
sort
Well,
of.
of course, we have just spent a lot of time in this area, just in the ancient form. Sometimes I do get confused. Often, like I would say I know the map of ancient Greece better
Yeah.
than I know modern British Columbia, and I live in British Columbia.
Yeah.
But I also know the map of Middle Earth better than I know, modern British Columbia. So Iran is, our estimates are about 87 to 93 million people in 2026. So that's Canada. I think has 3 million people. We have 40 million people. So it's over
40.
twice the size of Canada.
Oh, really?
And
everywhere is twice the size of Canada.
California
these days.
is the size.
We're
of
catching
Canada.
up, though.
Now they are, so they're rapidly shifting. They're moving quickly into the cities, and I'll go over the main cities in a second. They are 61% Persian, 16% Azeri. They're 10% Kurds, and then some smaller groups after that. Their main religion is Shia Islam. And it's a specific form of Shiism called Twelver Shiism. There are some of our old friends, the Zoroastrians, left, though. Do you remember them? Like the ancient Persian religion?
Yep.
Ahura Mazda.
They're still around.
There's still a tiny, couple
A
percentage.
faction of
They
them.
are. Now,
Where are they?
so, they're in Iran. I don't have the
Okay.
exact. Can we bring that up? Can we bring up where they are? Also, there's these glowing things.
Yeah.
The main language is Farsi, or we can just, some people just call it Persian. So that's, and then of course they have this really unique geographic layout here. The Zagros Mountains, and then you have the Elburz Mountains. So that forms this kind of protective shield. And then there's the Iranian Plateau, and basins kind of enclosed by the mountains. And that makes really nice agricultural and then urban centers.
Does that
And-
also make for nice protected areas?
Yes.
In this case of war?
Yeah. Well, not
Not in a
this
sense.
case. Sorry. Well, we're not, and we're not
I'm
going to be
still in the
laughing
old
at the war.
times
But yeah, in
of
terms
Alexander.
of Iran is going to be unique, as it will be converted to Islam, but they're not going to become Arabic. So like the Arabs aren't going to take over that region.
Right.
Their main capital is Tehran in the north there, nestled right at the foot of the Elburz Mountains, as you see.
I see. Yeah. Elburz.
And this is their political and economic hub. And there's 9 to 10 million people living there. Huge city. And that's what's being heavily bombed right now. Now, of course, all over.
10 million people.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's huge. This is a huge country. And so this is, I think we have to continually come back to this question. Why is this war happening? Okay, why are they there?
It's always good to
and then
start
also
with
go
why.
back to should they be there? And of course, we know about this school that was bombed on one of the first, I think it was the first day, where hundreds of kids were killed in Tehran. So then you have where is it here? It might not be on the map there. I want to look at, so Qom is going to be just south of Tehran. You see QOM.
Yeah.
That's going to be where Ayatollah Khomeini is going to be teaching. That's his school. That's where his school is. Isfahan, you can see it's got spelled with an E there.
Are you talking about, the teacher?
Yeah.
As in
Khomeini. We talked about him a little bit last time.
we talked
So there's
about him previously.
Khamenei, and you might be like, you're pronouncing it wrong. We're just going to be very clear. There's Khomeini and Khamenei. Okay?
Gotcha.
And the only difference is an O and an A. So Isfahan is kind of their historic center. It's right in the center there. And then there's Shiraz. Where is Shiraz? The famous wine.
I was just going to ask.
Wine, just beautiful wine country in a Muslim country where drinking is illegal. So that's no, but
grapes are there.
Shiraz is gonna. It's where Persian poetry and arts and stuff come from. Okay. So very quickly, I'm gonna blast through this. So after the Achaemenid Empire dies, that's the Persian Empire. We have the Seleucid Empire, and that's going to be Alexander's generals. After that falls and is wiped out and taken over by the Parthian Empire, which we talked a little bit about during the Alexander days. Then there's going to be a Sasanian Empire, and then Islam is going to come to the region in the 7th century. So we'll talk about Islam in a second, but there's going to be Umayyad and Abbasid rule. Iran is Islamized from about the 7th to the 10th centuries. Before that, it was Zoroastrian. So it was actually a natural transition because Zoroastrianism was a monotheistic religion.
Okay.
And Islam is as well.
Okay.
There's a
Wasn't
couple
too hard
other
to-
dynasties and stuff, and then there's the Seljuk Empire, and then in the 13th and 14th century, a group that we'll have to probably talk about in a later podcast, the Mongols.
Oh,
come
yeah.
in. And the Mongols will rule for a while. And
this is it's a hot spot.
dude, it's a hot spot. It's also in the center, right? So like if there's a huge invasion from the east, they're getting hit. If there's a huge invasion from the west, they're getting hit. But the whole time they're maintaining this deep Persian culture, and it's going to be unique. And once again, they're a different ethnic group than Arabs, right? So a lot of people believe that they're descended from the Aryans.
Right.
So that they, about 20,000 years ago in the Indus Valley, the Aryans moved across, they migrated across. Many of them settled in Iran, and then many more continued to found and stay in Northern Europe.
Mm-hmm.
So the word Iran is derived from the word Aryan. So Hitler actually even there he is, he came out already. He
Hard not
sent
to talk
emissaries.
about him.
He sent emissaries to Iran to be like, there's the same people. We could be allies. Do you
What do you
want?
say?
Do you want it? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so the Mongols there's a couple other empires. Then the Safavid Empire. I want to pause the Safavid Empire. When I was taking my Iranian history courses, we talked a lot about this. This is going to be like the Safavid Empire. This is where like the Shahs are ruling. So the Shah is the name of the king of Iran, the leader of Iran. And they're going to make Twelver Shiism the official religion of Iran, okay?
Okay.
So Twelver Shiism.
And this is where they are today.
No. Yeah,
Oh.
well, sort of, yeah.
Well, that's what their religion is.
So let's
today.
pause there. So we're in the 16th century to 18th century. The Safavids are ruling. They're quite strong. There's a core Iranian state forming. There's Shahs ruling. And now let's quickly pause and talk about what is Islam and what are the differences between different groups in Islam. So
Okay.
the two main groups of Islam are...
I don't know.
Really?
I don't actually.
Okay.
That's what I'm
Okay,
here.
and that's not me
I'm
being...
just here to listen.
That's not me being a jerk.
It's
me
you
being
exposing
shocked.
me as a moron.
Yeah,
No.
and that's the main goal of this. It's called History Rhymes, and John was
And John was an idiot.
an idiot.
No, I'm here to learn. I am you,
yeah, so yeah.
audience.
So okay, so a lot of people like
here
the
to have a
word.
good time. Although I feel like
Yeah.
can't joke around about too many things on this particular.
we'll get there.
episode.
We'll get there. When the Americans and British come in, we can joke about
We
that.
can laugh. Okay, yeah.
So
Here come the
Muhammad,
Americans.
Muhammad in the 6th century, he has the angel Gabriel comes to him. He has his visions. A few years later, the Quran is written down. The two main branches of Islam
Mm-hmm.
are Sunni and Shia.
I
And
did
you-
know the Shia one. I didn't know the other side
So
of things.
Sunni is the vast majority.
Okay.
Okay.
Really?
So yeah,
Okay.
they're the biggest one. I don't have the numbers on me, but I think it's almost like 10% is Shia, and the rest are Sunni. And there's a few other smaller ones like Wahhabism and stuff like that. But unlike in Christianity, where the Protestant and Catholic and Orthodox split over theological differences,
Mm-hmm.
Sunni and Shia split over who is the true heir of Muhammad. And I had to write this down
The
because
true heir of Muhammad. Okay.
yeah, so they Sunni and Shia agree on they share the Quran. They believe in the Prophet Muhammad as the final prophet. They share the core pillars of the faith. But it's who should lead the Muslim community. And the Sunnis, they call it a caliphate. The caliph is the leader of the Sunni religion.
Okay.
I hate to do this, but it's like the Pope, right? He's the caliph is his term.
Okay.
And he would be chosen by the community, and the Sunnis are the one that believe that the true heir is Abu Bakr, who is Muhammad's father-in-law. So one group was like, no, he's like, come with me. After Muhammad, because Muhammad conquers, he just starts conquering like crazy. He
Right.
establishes Medina and Mecca and all that stuff. And they start just rapidly conquering all of North Africa. They go all the way up into Spain. They invade. They actually have to go through Spain because they can't get through Constantinople. So Abu Bakr was a great conqueror, and he's one of the first caliphs. So the Sunnis follow him. The Shia, however, they believed in the Imam. So one believed caliph, one believes the Imams, okay? I-M-A-M.
Okay.
And they're divinely designated. They're not chosen by the community. And they believed it was Ali, the first cousin / son-in-law of Muhammad. So one followed his father-in-law, one group followed his son-in-law.
Wow.
And from there,
those
you get the two branches.
Branches
Yeah.
exist to this day.
Okay, I actually do have the numbers here. So Sunnis comprise 87 to 90% of the world's 1.9 billion Muslims.
Sorry, 80
Sunnis
to
do. 90? Yeah. So Sunnis
Wow,
are the
that's
vast
quite
majority.
the,
So
percentage.
Abu Bakr won in the long run. And Shia make up to 10 to 13%. And most Shia are concentrated in Iran, Iraq, Pakistan, India, and Lebanon. But Iran would definitely be the most prominent one. Now, Twelver Shiism is the largest branch of Shia Islam, which believes in the line, it's simple, 12 infallible imams who ruled, and they were divinely appointed, and they followed one after another, and they are the true political successors to the Prophet. And the 12th imam will return as the Mahdi.
Okay.
And the Mahdi is the guided one. He is the Messiah.
Okay.
So they're waiting, the 12er Shias are waiting for the Mahdi. And the reason I like that word Mahdi is because it brings us back to Dune.
Ah, yes. Part 3's coming out.
30,000 years in the future.
Did
Islam,
you see the trailer?
I haven't. Can
No?
we get that? Can we get that?
Just watch
30,000
that.
years in the future in Dune, or 10,000 years in the future, whatever it is, Islam and Catholicism have like blended, right?
Right.
Like they read the Orange Catholic Bible, but then they worship Muad'Dib as the Mahdi. Like
Right,
Mahdi.
yes. Do they
Okay.
call him the Mahdi?
They
in
call
it?
him the Mahdi, yeah. So he's
right.
so he's the Quisax Hadrak to the what are they called, the Bene Gesserits.
The Bene Gesserits,
And then
yes.
anyways, whatever. So
I
okay,
haven't read Dune in, I read it in 2017.
yeah, dude, it's so.
I have a
good.
beautiful collector's edition, but I can't
Oh,
remember.
it's
I need to
gorgeous.
reread it.
Hardcover.
It was a wonderful read.
So there's
But back to reality.
There's another empire, a military empire for about most of the 18th century. Then there's the Zand dynasty, and then I want to settle in on the Qajar dynasty. Okay,
Yeah.
the Qajar dynasty is weak, decentralized, and here's where we get to the theme of Iran. So now we're right up to let's just say we're in.
And sorry, the Qajar dynasty is
So it's like all these
currently, is it kind of,
no. So there we'll get to the Pahlavis will come, but the
Right.
Qajars are just important because they're the ones who start to invite in foreign influence.
Oh.
So they're in the 19th century.
Some people don't like that whole
No, and
foreign
so this
influence
is
thing.
going to be the theme of Iran, and one of the reasons they're actually going to react terribly to American and Israeli intervention is there's constantly foreign intervention. There are rich resources in Iran, specifically that sweet. Let me tell you, that sweet black molasses flowing out of them hills, Johnny.
right.
That sweet oil.
We love the oil.
So there's a
Black
guy named
gold.
Nasser al-Din Shah. He is the Shah under the Qajars.
Yeah.
And he is going to invite Russian and British influence into Iran.
Why?
Because, the British are now at the height of their empire. They bring a lot of great things with them.
Mhm.
They would bring technology, education, medicine.
Mr. Bean.
Mr. Bean. Oh, Teddy. Look at the...
that three-wheeled car was pretty hilarious.
Teddy, look at the hills, Teddy. It's a bit dry. Yes, and then
carry on.
the Russians have a. You can go back to the map there, Danny boy. If you look to the north, it says Turkmenistan, but that's Russia's right above there. So Russia, it's their sphere of influence, and Russia's been trying to through the 19th century, through the Crimean War, they're trying to assert imperial dominance. I don't know why Russia needs to consider, and we'll have to do one on Russia.
Yeah,
Russia,
we'll get to Russia.
we need more land. It's like, do you though?
You have one of the largest
Yeah, but
countries.
we need Iran. It's like, we need Afghanistan. Do you need Afghanistan? Do you really need? We need more hills. I like to walk.
There's no elevation in Russia.
Yeah, actually, man. So we're gonna see.
Does Russia have a lot of varying topography
Yeah.
as
The
well?
Ural Mountains.
Yeah,
they got the
their
Ural
map.
Mountains. I would imagine there's some farmland.
Yeah, somewhere. Why do they constantly want that good old breadbasket?
Ukraine is other than
It's a very useful.
it is what Egypt was to the ancient world, is the bread basket, right? It's
Right.
that sweet.
Yeah.
It's got rare earth minerals. We're
Right.
gonna send all the dwarves deep in, and they're gonna find you. Can we just talk for 1 second about Snow White?
He's talking about Lord of the Rings.
No,
Snow White.
And they call it a mine. No, I'm talking about the dwarves.
I guess
from
they're all miners in most fictional films.
all the miners.
No, like
We're not going to talk about
dwarfs.
Epstein Island already, are we?
No.
But the
Well, I mean, Dopey was definitely under 18. I think.
he's just like so wiggling his ears.
Yeah.
No, those miners, those dwarves, that mine that they're just whistling while they work, it is just littered with gems
It's
and diamonds.
everywhere. It's just
It's
glowing.
like shining,
It's
and there's
crazy.
like, hi. I'm like, these guys are
Guys, you can collect those.
multi-billionaires. Yeah, there's hammering rock. You're like, it's right there. You can probably just wiggle it
How
out.
do you have that much money and still live in a 4-bedroom house?
Yeah,
with
like we just like it. Grubby's like,
stuff.
don't wash me again. You know that washing scene in Snow White, it's about 15 minutes long.
Well, I haven't seen it in a long time. You have
Dude,
children, so you're gonna have to explain.
I was just like,
oh yeah.
they're
yeah.
like, she's like, Grumpy, you need a bath, and he's like, I'm not having a bath, and they're like, let's bathe them, and then it's 15 minutes of them wrestling him through, and you're like, could we move on with the story? Like, do we have to see?
That was Disney back then, though. They loved a good long bath
Yeah,
scene.
they did. They're just like scrubbing him, and
Yeah.
he's like, all right.
I guess so.
All right,
Get behind the ears.
So Britain, and I mean, there's lots of just really good farmland and resources. So Britain's trying to seize the whole world at this time, right? So in the
They don't
1890s,
seem to have done a good job of it.
they
though.
didn't.
No.
What
They're
language?
no Alexander.
What language are we speaking right now?
No, they failed. No, it's Alexander. He was
We
the
just
real
have a
big
British.
deal.
We live like on the other side of the world, and we have a British government, British institutions.
Yeah,
British
but look
languages.
at what happened.
Yeah.
I mean,
I mean, man.
no
like,
one
it just-
kept the accent.
Yeah, it's like we have. Yeah, we don't even. It's like, why couldn't we talk like this? I say.
Yeah, it would be nice if we did. It's like, I'd sound a lot smarter, even though I don't know anything. Oh, yes, Iran. It's very topographical.
It's true. If
It's like,
we were-
Jono's kind of smart.
Yeah, it's like, when did Jono get so smart?
He's a
It's like,
genius.
I say, what about Mr. Bean? So what's going to happen in the 1890s, and we're going to really start our story here. So in the 1890s,
1890s.
1890s
Oh,
is-
come on, let's get to the good part.
I want to. When are we getting to drill?
I thought
baby,
we already
drill?
did 1890. That's when history started.
No, that's true. You're not wrong.
Yeah. There's
so
no history past the 1800s.
there's this famous tobacco protest, and we're going to see some factions forming in Iran. Tobacco.
yeah.
The
Just
hobbits are going to be like, well, we like the South Farthing.
Yeah.
It's our fate, because that's where they get their tobacco from.
Oh, yeah.
So, so there's a mass boycott because Nasser al-Din Shah, he grants the British a complete monopoly of tobacco. So they're growing tobacco in Iran. And so all the local Iranians are like, well, what? So the British get a monopoly. Now Nasser al-Din, he's propped up by the British, and so this is the KJRs are weak, and so this is a good deal for him. Now we're gonna have the religious faction we're gonna call it the ulama. We're not gonna call it that. That's what it's called.
Okay.
Okay, it's the
We're
ulama.
going to call it that. We made that up.
Yeah, I made that up. And the ulama
me.
is the group of clerics, the imams and the mullahs. They're going to issue a fatwa, which is a non-binding legal opinion or ruling on a point of Islamic law. I do have some definitions down, so if it sounds like I'm reading, it's because a lot of these words are hard to
We
actually
can also
define.
put them up on the bottom of
We
the
can put them
screen.
yeah, I mean, sure.
You don't have to
So this will be
define
coming out in 2
absolutely
years
everything.
from now.
Well, it's a little copy and paste. If you could just send
No,
me
we're
or
having
at
a good
least
time.
ship that to my house.
You can just take this when we leave.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the
No, I
ulama
prefer
are the
mail.
learned scholars and jurists. They interpret religious doctrine.
Mm.
They could be seen as the equivalent of like the priests or like the clergy.
Okay.
Powerful. So they are going to issue a fatwa banning tobacco use. So people are going to protest this monopoly on British interests in tobacco by just not smoking tobacco.
That
So the
sounds like it's a good thing.
And people are just like, so people are just irritable
Just
with everybody.
tweaking out.
Like, I don't
They're just fighting everybody.
It's like my wife. So yeah, this forces the Shah to cancel the whole thing.
Oh, we did okay with that. Lots of people don't smoke here that much anymore, except for the cool kids.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
No more tobacco.
Smoking campaign.
Oh
in the
yeah,
90s.
sorry. No, they went
100
right
years
back.
later.
They went right back to smoking as soon as the British.
Oh,
left.
as soon as
Yeah.
they were like,
Yeah.
it worked, they
So-
started
so this
smoking
is
again.
like-
When are we going to start smoking again?
Let me go faster. 'Cause
I'm
you're
getting
not,
real
yeah, you're
irritated right now.
So this leads to what's called a constitutional revolution, and just bear with me quickly, and we'll get to the fun stuff. Okay?
Yeah, okay.
So a bunch of different groups get together: the ulama, the intelligentsia, the merchants, and they force the Qajar Shah to create a constitution. They create a constitutional monarchy. So there's going to be a
great.
prime minister. There's going to
Constitutional
be
monarchy.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's like the British system.
Yeah,
Right?
of course. We
So-
have that.
Sure. Yeah.
No.
You could call it that. And this is going to be, some of the clerics are like, well, we don't like democracy, but whatever. So Iran does actually have a bit of a democratic background. Like
Right.
it is more so than many other Middle Eastern countries.
Yeah.
There's limits on royal power. They have religious, their religion is backed. But then the British and the Russians are going to screw it up. So in 1907,
Classic.
Britain and Russia get together at a convention, and they're like, and we can go to a convention if we can go to the map. Yeah. They're like, what if we just like split up Iran into spheres of influence?
They just
So-
decide this.
Yeah, they're just like, yeah, so we'll take this and they'll take that. So the red there is
Meanwhile,
that's
in
all
Iran,
Russian.
I wonder what
Yeah,
the Brits
yeah.
and the Russians are doing
Yeah,
right
yeah, they're
now.
like, what
Oh,
are
just
they
dividing
so
our
the
country
British,
up.
of course, take the blue area, which is closer to the water for
Which
their
is
navy, the
nice.
Strait of Hormuz.
Yeah.
And so they're
Good beachfront
so
property.
all we need to focus on is like this is 1907.
What's the Caspian Sea like?
Oh, it's gorgeous this time of year.
Oh, okay. Cool.
I am Prince Caspian.
Yeah, it's also.
I am
That's who I was thinking of.
Spanish. I'm of the what are they called in Termux or something? What are they called in Narnia?
I have no idea. I haven't read those in
Termite?
ages.
Yeah,
And then Susan and Caspian, it's like maybe, will they,
Maybe.
won't they? They won't.
hopefully.
And then Susan's like, oh, I didn't believe in any of it. Oh, we had so much fun.
Yeah.
So then World War
going
One
home.
hits, Jono. World War One.
Yeah.
Oh,
we
we've heard of that.
finally-
We've heard of that.
We're finally there.
So Iran is like, hey, we're just going to be neutral.
Mm.
Now, of course, there's the triple entente
Yeah.
of Russia, France, Britain
Of course.
versus the triple allies.
So
the
this is
triple-
all decided on. Iran's cool with
This
this.
is no, they're not cool with it,
Oh,
but they're
okay.
like, oh, these are the two most
Oh, this is
powerful
what we're
countries in the
gonna
world.
go for, right.
And this is like, they're like, is Russia's? We're not taking this over. It's our sphere of influence.
Right. Okay.
So that's how Britain does it. So they're like, we are trading. We're doing all this stuff here.
right. We're just working in this area. We're not taking
yeah.
anything yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So, of course, now, so World War I strikes, and Iran just goes, we're just going to be neutral because this is crazy. The world's at war. The Qajars are too weak. And the British are like, I say, oh boy, probably going to occupy. so the British occupy their section. The Russians occupy that section. And, of course, the Ottoman Empire, which is allied with Germany and Austria and Hungary,
Mhm.
is like, we're going to occupy our part. So there's the Ottoman Empire in pink
There they are. They got the pink.
A Turkish Sunni empire.
Nice. Great.
So,
great territory.
Welcome to this pattern of Iran, frankly, just getting screwed over by foreign countries.
Seems like
so,
it.
in 1921, people are like the Qajars. So, yeah, World War I comes and goes.
What does that look like? Is it just like they just show up and they start setting up camp and everyone's like, hey, guys?
There's so much. I mean, like the British.
Is it a
They-
pretty bullying kind of moment where just like vehicle or just people just start
It's
ripping
slow,
in
right?
there?
Like they would have had bases. They would have had spheres of influence. They would have
They're
had.
set up there.
They would have just brought more men. I
Right.
don't think it would have taken much because, I mean, it's what they did in Egypt. It's what they're going to do all over the world. I mean, frankly, it's what the United States has been doing the last, I don't know, since the 1950s, is establishing these bases all over the world
They're
that are
everywhere.
like essentially fortresses that are guaranteeing, free trade, American influence, peace, stability. All those bases have just been bombed.
Ah.
So once again we go back to this question: why is the United States doing this war? Why are they attacking? And could it destabilize what's been being built for decades, where there's actually a lot of Middle Eastern countries like Qatar, like UAE, like Dubai, like Kuwait that are very stable. Yes, they're monarchies. Yes, they're dictatorships.
But they're doing good.
But they're allied with the United States.
Dubai's got a lot of influencers
don't get me wrong.
there right now.
I don't. The point
time.
of this war. The point of this war. I'll show my hand a little bit here. The point of this war is not to bring democracy to Iran. Trump has already mentioned, he's like, well, and I'm paraphrasing.
Yeah.
Well, we want the kind of guy who's going to be friendly to us. Like, if they elect, I mean, this has happened in Egypt. They elected a decent guy after the Egyptian Revolution, after the Arab Spring, and the United States just helped overthrow him because he was leaning more towards away from American interests. So America, much like Athens, in the ancient world, and they're very similar powers, they want someone allied to them more than they want a democracy. Right? These wars of spreading democracies, I don't know if that's almost like an oxymoron. Like, we're going to go to war to force you guys to vote, to have freedom.
To vote.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
All right. It seems like a nice idea, but it does seem to be a reigning issue throughout history, at least in American history. Yeah, where trying to go and do a regime change just doesn't really work out.
I fought in a regime change.
Well, it's almost like you have to be there.
I lost a lot of good men. That's Rambo back.
It's almost like you actually have to basically occupy, because they go and they just try to change stuff, and the people don't generally end up successfully, I guess, taking on the democratic way. There's too many split interests within the country already, right? The
democracy in, say, Canada, which is evolved out of the British one, has been working. You could go back to Magna Carta in 1215. You could go back to they were called in the Viking world, the Anglo-Saxon world, the things, where the assemblies, all the lords would come together and talk through stuff. And that's evolved out of, then it's combining with ancient Greco-Roman ideas. So it's like, George Bush is just like, we're gonna bring democracy to Baghdad, and it's like, well, democracy's been evolving for 3,000 years in the West. It's like, we're gonna have malls, and they're gonna have chipotles, and like as if the goal, is the goal of to make everyone into like a middle class American.
I guess.
Is that the or is that the goal? It's like,
it does seem to be the thing, because
they're doing so well.
They're
just doing so well. Okay.
Just people on a sunny day with a nice kind of like polka dot shirt with a collar pop.
We just want Iran to be America.
Yeah, having a good time shopping.
So at the end of let's get to your pals, the Pahlavis. Okay.
Oh yeah, right.
So in 1921, Reza Khan seizes power in a coup, and the British actually support him, because now we have, and you're gonna have to
they like him.
Well, they like him because now we're going to enter into Bolshevik era. Okay, so the 1917, the Russian Revolution's happened. Now Russia's out of the ball game, which is good. But now they're back, and it's worse because they're communist. So now everyone's like, we'll do anything to avoid communist influence. Yeah. Right? We'll be in favor of Mussolini.
So they've gone away, they've become communists, they come back, and now they're bringing all that communist influence in, and they're like, oh,
so boy. The British are like, we can't have the weak Qajars around anymore.
Yeah.
We need a strong ruler. So the British support a coup d'etat under Reza Khan, and he becomes Reza Shah Pahlavi, ending Qajar rule. And he's a very strong ruler. So he's a Shah, Reza Shah. And he's king, and I think I have a picture of him, Dan. If you go, there he is. So very that's the style of kingship that they dressed as at the time. You wear your army medals.
That's a very nicely waxed stash.
Grow a nice mustache.
Yep.
He is a modern ruler. He's centralized. He creates a nation state. He creates a bureaucracy. He creates an army, and he does a rapid modernization with British backing. So he's building railways. He's building secular schools. He's building, courtrooms, dress codes. He's going nationalism. He's creating a modern nation state, and Iran's going to become a powerful country under him.
And what is his turnaround time for all of
this? 20 years. I will do this. 20 years.
20 years.
That's
So
all.
he's-
I'm not doing a Middle Eastern accent.
You're doing a
okay?
Star
I'm
Wars
just
accent.
doing Watto,
Yeah.
and I'm not saying anything by it.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that Watto needs to be recognized more.
Yeah.
If you haven't watched episode 1, you go back and watch it right now.
Or just do some Iran history reading. Let's get to the part where they start pod racing.
Little Eddie,
Yeah.
it won't matter because you won't win the race. Anyways, so
Is that strong bad?
yeah,
It won't matter.
Check out the email. So now this is all the way you rapidly modernize.
Look at that necklace there. Look at
Well, he's got medals.
that.
So the way you rapidly modernize, it's tough
Oh, I
because
didn't
you
see the
also have
medals.
to like repress people, and you can't, and so he's balancing kind of British and Russian pressures over oil and security. He's a strong ruler, though.
Is he more? You said he's leaning more towards the interests of the British, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's strong. I wouldn't say capitalist, but at least free market.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
And where did he get all those medals? For what did he
Given to him.
Yeah.
Who gave them?
the
to
guy
him?
who had the uniform on before him, I think.
Okay. Perfect.
I don't know. I don't know much about his. This is going to be so. Like when I study Iranian history, I don't tend to focus too much on the individuals like I do when I get excited about Alexander the Great or stuff.
Yeah.
So when you ask me about where he gets his medals,
You're not gonna
I
know.
think he was a general beforehand, and that's where the British picked him from. But I can't quite remember. So
Could you at least tell me where he got that sash?
well, that would have been given. That's the Shah sash.
Oh, okay.
You are now the Shah,
Here
and you
is
will
your
have your
sash.
sash, the Shah sash.
From the British, of course. Well, you can't be
So
you
at
can't
the
do
time-
leadership without a sash.
Remember how powerful the ulama was that they could get everybody to stop smoking, right?
Oh yeah.
So
There's so much anti-smoking
He is going
campaigns
to try to modernize
in our
Iran,
world. Yeah.
and so he's going to do things like unveiling, so women can they don't have to wear the veil.
Right.
He's going to get rid of religious courts. He's going to kind of remove, push some. He's just going to do a lot of modernized things. So the clerics are going to be like, we don't like this guy. We don't really like the Pahlavi family,
Mm-hmm.
and so this is going to be a problem. And keep in mind, it's let's say whatever we're in the 1930s. By 1979, these clerics will overthrow the dynasty.
Okay.
Okay, a dynasty, the Shah, that has in one way or another been around since Cyrus the Great. Okay, in the 6th century BC. Okay, so World War II. World War II.
We're already there.
In World War II,
We got train tracks. We got
we
infrastructure.
have a rerun of World War One.
Yeah.
The British and the Russians, the Soviets, invade
Yeah.
to secure their oil supply and their routes.
Mhm.
And so Reza Shah is forced to abdicate. So he gives up his throne. So the
Not-
British, so think about the meddling here. Now, I don't want to become all anti-British, right? But
Please
the British,
Be careful.
because like they've never done anything wrong.
No.
But the British screw this up so bad because they're just in and out, and that's part of this. They're looking after their own economic interests. So Reza Shah's like, okay, I'll abdicate because my whole reign is now a mess because we've been invaded,
Mhm.
and I'll let
He's
my
like,
son.
you ruined all the stuff I
Yeah.
did.
I will let
I'm
my
out.
son Mohammed Reza
Yeah.
become the new Shah. Okay.
Heavily influenced by those who want him to be
Yeah.
in power. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
But the people are starting to see like, okay, so Iran's rulers rise and fall based on the British or the Russians or whoever's involved.
So they're just feeling like the world's punching bag at this
Yeah.
point.
yeah.
I see.
And then if we go to, let's take a look at the picture.
What
of,
are all these medals for?
There
Is
he is.
probably what they're
Those are
asking.
big.
as
There's
well.
some medals as well.
He's got more.
Oh, handsome woman. So then from all this time,
Mm-hmm.
the Shahs have been granting major oil concessions to the Anglo-Iranian Oil Company, British Petroleum.
Okay.
So Britain is just reaping the oil rewards here.
Is that
okay?
BP oil?
Yeah. Oh, BP. Yeah. So they were once called. Well, this branch was called the Anglo-Iranian Oil Company, and they're like, oh, let's call it British Petroleum. Petro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
indubitably.
when I mean, if there's any British people listening, it's called oil and gas. Like, I say, let's go get some petrol. Oh, what even is that? That's not a real
just
word.
a made-up word.
So
You
people are
think
starting
you're so
to become
smart sounding.
You're seeing how modern Iran, has a long history of foreign intervention.
Yeah.
People are starting to get really ticked off. Like, imagine all of your resources. Can you imagine this in Canada? If, like, let's say crazily enough, like we have a huge oil supply, huge natural gas, but let's say the government like taxed it weirdly and then shut down all our refineries and then was like, no, we're going to ship our oil to like the United States and they'll refine it and then they'll sell it back to us and it'll be really expensive and so we'll probably just buy from like Saudi Arabia instead. Could you imagine if we did that in Canada?
I can't.
And then all of a sudden there's
happening.
an oil shortage right now because of the Iranian war.
Right.
And the Canadian government's like, we're going to release like our oil stores. You don't have oil stores. Like, don't worry. It's coming.
We got it.
And so Canadians actually we can relate to this foreign interference and foreign influence because, well, right now, like, the tariffs from Trump are heavily impacting us. Mm-hmm. The Americans barely notice. They're like, well, how come them Canadians aren't coming down south anymore? No, they're not saying that. Like, there's about 5 miles south of the border that they're like, where are the Canadians?
That's true.
And the rest of them are
they're in Blaine.
I love Canada.
Yeah.
So like
at the dairy down there.
This is part of the issue that I'm like, Iran right now in 2026 is going, okay, so this is just another. We haven't even got to American influence here. Mm-hmm. This is just another example of foreign interference. Now, we're going to try doing an hour episode today, and then we'll do another part 2 of Iran. So let's finish with one of the most interesting things, and we'll see where this takes us.
Okay.
So, in 1951, a man is elected as prime minister, and we know they have a constitutional monarchy from the Constitutional Revolution.
Currently.
Right? No, not currently, but
wait. Listen, I'm trying to keep up here. I'm going through hundreds of years of Iranian history in one.
There he is. Okay.
Oh, there he is.
So this guy, Mohammed.
Visual aids. That helps.
Yeah. This is Mohammed
Keep it changing, Dan. Maybe you flick it back and forth. So I.
Well, I do have our logo in between, but.
Oh, there. Yeah.
So Mossadegh is going to be.
There?
Yeah, I did. Isn't that nice?
Nice.
That's how I do it in
nice.
my.
I'm like, ooh, that's nice.
So Mossadegh is elected.
What's he doing in the right photo?
He's doing a speech, man. He's like,
I
like stuff.
Yeah. Okay. To whom? Everyone's over on the right. How's his sight?
He kind of looks like Picasso in that profile
he looks
photo.
like the dad from Arrested Development a little bit.
Yeah.
That's my other thing.
Jeffrey Tambor.
There's someone else who I feel like he looks like. Not Christopher Lloyd, but like Marty. Like if he had the hair. If he had the hair.
He's
Marty, we gotta go back. It's your kids, Marty.
He has a very famous face. Anyways, go on.
All right, so here's where it gets interesting. Okay, if you've been bored,
I'm interested in this photo on the right. I want to know who he's talking to.
You know what? I
feel like he's yelling at somebody behind a counter about them
doing a speech.
giving him
Isn't
the wrong
that a
product.
mic on the top left there?
I can't see it. It looks like something else. Looks like he's yelling at the sound guy.
He's like, "You get that boom out of my face."
The mic is up here. My mouth is down here.
It's like, Mossadegh, who do you think you are? God? No, God would have mercy.
Anyways, carry on.
So I actually knew you were gonna love that photo. I was going through a couple.
You're just like, no. I mean, this.
I was like, he's gonna. I was like, I could have just done the one on the left, and then I'm like, let's do an action shot.
Yeah, it lacks context, which means I get to fill in the blanks.
I want to see him moving.
Yeah.
All right.
We could do that.
So Mossadegh is elected in a fair election, and he is going to, and this is a common theme in Middle Eastern history, he's going to nationalize the Anglo-Iranian oil company, which means now Iran is taking all of the shares. They're taking over ownership, so now the people will be able to get the oil money.
And this is going to really tick off.
It's going to tick off the British.
And
it's going to tick off.
And you don't want them mad at you.
I say. Yeah,
this is not capital.
I say the last person to get mad at us was Jerry. So it's going to tick off.
You won't let us have the oil. Well, you can't have our tea. Yes, English breakfast.
And you don't let we don't want you smoking our tobacco either.
No more smoking. Yeah, that's it. That's what they do.
So
We like it. Anyways,
so
carry
he's
on, Tom.
confronting Britain, and Britain now is a weaker power. It's the 1950s.
Yeah.
Okay? So World War II's over. They are now taking a backside step to the new ultimate power, the United States of America.
Yep.
So indirectly, because the United States is going to want it has access to the oil through the Anglo-Iranian Oil Company.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to make Britain and the United States angry. And he also was essentially a socialist in the heart of the Cold War. So the United States is going, this guy's dangerous. He's nationalized. The government has taken over this private company.
Mm-hmm. They're making the big bucks now.
In Egypt, Gamal Abdel Nasser is going to do a similar thing, but with the Suez Canal.
Okay.
That's a different crisis in 1954. So the CIA, founded in 1948, by Harry S. Truman, to collect information. That was their job, to collect information and put a portfolio so the president can make foreign policy decisions, because the president is in charge of foreign policy.
Yes.
And the CIA is kind of like, we're probably going to do a little bit more than that.
Yeah.
Right? We're going to overthrow governments, right?
Probably
So
will
in
last for a very long
Operation
time.
Ajax, you can literally, I show my students the CNN clip of the CIA admitting that they did this. It's open knowledge now.
Mm-hmm.
In 1953, they orchestrate a coup d'etat, and Eisenhower approves it, and so does the Prime Minister of Britain. Who
What year was this again?
This
Sorry?
is 1953.
Oh, boy.
And one of our great men has come back into power as Prime Minister. Churchill is Prime Minister again.
Oh, he came
So
back.
he's also like,
We haven't covered Churchill
we haven't.
yet,
We will, but he's like, do it. You think I should know to bloody Hitler to let these guys take my oil?
So
like
why did he
like,
run again? Why did he come
well,
back?
So in 1945, he lost the election right before the
Right.
war ended, because he
seemed old at that time.
What, dude? You don't even know what you're talking about.
He's
the last lion, don't you?
He's a great guy.
He
I'm not
lives till he's
saying
like
anything against
95.
it. Well, I mean, so does my side of the family as
Yeah,
well.
that's
It's not really that impressive.
But he also drank 3 bottles of champagne a day and smoked 20 cigars. So, but
Maybe
I
he,
always took more
coulda
from
used a
alcohol
little-
than it ever took from me.
How was he into his 90s?
Dude,
Pretty
he's
beat
great.
up.
He still was like an MP till he was like 88. He was just like,
That's because he had a job. People,
Yep.
when
Yep.
they have a purpose,
Just
they
like
can
Alexander.
just keep on going.
Alexander,
Yeah. And he
remember?
lost his purpose, and then he died at 33.
Yep.
The age
Dude,
of Elvis.
the amount of guys who
I'm just
lost
kidding.
a presidential election and then died like 3 weeks afterwards, and it's like, oh my goodness, good thing they didn't win if they had won, they would have lived forever.
Exactly.
They just like lost, and they were like, well,
Like, this sucks.
their
I don't
wife's like, I should have married your brother, and you're like,
it's like, I don't even like the pool.
well, I guess I'll just die. And I think before modern medicine, if you wanted to die, you just could.
You just did it.
You just were like,
I'll go.
you just let your body do its natural thing. You're like, yeah.
Yeah, they're just like, no, I won't take the penicillin.
So
Penicillin. He died of syphilis.
they had penicillin.
Well, yeah, he's in power. Of course, he had syphilis.
Okay, so not only we have another
every leader's just on penicillin all the time.
we have another
Like,
major.
don't forget the penicillin.
Another major figure
on.
here, Kermit
Yeah.
Roosevelt Jr.,
Yeah.
grandson of Teddy.
KR.
He has $1 million budget,
KRJ.
and he's like, let's get them.
I was waiting for. I was like, yeah, I'll let this
I
one.
should have married your brother. I can't do my voice. I can't do my Miss Piggy.
I can't
But
do
it's like,
Miss Piggy either.
I'm gonna make Miss Piggy proud.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
gonna
tough.
make Miss Piggy proud. I'm gonna take down Mosadic.
And then he retired, and he's like,
they're gonna because I was like, how did they actually pull this off? So I was researching this because I always just teach like, okay, they overthrew Mossadegh. So they forged signatures of the Shah. They literally forged documents saying like the Shah is dismissing Mossadegh, and they like, I'm gonna get you. It's like, dude, it's just a frog's mark. There's swamp. Mossadegh, I'm the Shah. And so
Let me see if I can do my
they
X.
funded anti-Mossadegh propaganda.
Yeah.
So there'd just be like a picture of like Kermit, portraying him as pro-communist, anti-Islam. They did false flags with staged bombings.
Yeah.
They bribed elites, paid protest. I know we're near the end of it. Just listen to this. They paid protesters to pose as communists or pro-Shah, just to mess with people. So they had plainclothes CIA officers in crowds, like
directing people.
Do you know how easy it is to get
shove a crowd
worked up? I do it every day.
Yeah. Do you?
I'll be in Superstore. I'll be like, this guy's a racist. And then and we have beaten up so many of these poor shopkeepers.
In Superstore.
But it's fun.
Just to get people away from the chips so that you get priority.
And it's for the kids in the end.
Well, it's fun, So, you got to do stuff like that as a family. Start a riot, mobilize hundreds of people.
But the great thing about
it's a bomb. Yeah,
sir, this is an airport. Yeah, well, guess who just got to board first?
Me in first class. Yeah, you can't sit there.
This is the airport prison.
Doesn't work like that.
But the interesting thing here. So all that to say, the CIA overthrows.
Of course.
A democratically elected guy who's Western, but he's educated. Sure, he's socialist, but he's not a communist.
Looks sort of like a celebrity.
The Shah is going to have to flee to Rome during all this.
Yeah.
The CIA has plainclothes officers or guys messing with crowds, and there's paid mobs are storming buildings.
How are they even doing this? They're like making balloon animals and just like causing a ruckus. Like what's happening? It's like, all right.
But honestly, like this is, and I don't know, this messes with me so much because it's like if they've done it here, and there's other areas that they've done it, but they've done this all over. The CIA has toppled throughout the 1950s. They toppled so many governments. What was it? Guatemala. They do Indonesia in the 60s. They eventually do Vietnam.
All of South America.
All of South America. Of course, in 1963, they shoot JFK in the head.
That was upsetting.
No, of course. We will talk about that. But it's not hard to believe that the
Forward
CIA goes,
and back.
The CIA goes, well, we've thrown over these other governments.
Yeah.
What if we just do our own? Because this pretty boy, he doesn't want to go into Vietnam, and he says he wants to scatter us to the wind.
CIA just out there causing a bunch of trouble, eh?
So, you do have to ask the question of, and we will get to this maybe when we do our president series, of can you have a proper functioning democracy when you have these institutions like the CIA, like the NSA, like the FBI, who are almost these feudal, power structures unto themselves?
Wasn't the CIA supposed to be a temporary organization?
I don't know about that. It was a full bill. I can't remember the name of the bill was, but Harry S. Truman,
Didn't Truman have a huge speech about how he wrote a letter or something like that saying that the CIA was never intended to carry on in the capacity that they were originally
he did,
set
and
out
wasn't that at JFK's funeral, I want to say.
I don't remember where it was actually
I
said.
think he wrote a letter, and it was kind of and people were like, "Oh well, yeah, he's senile."
It was always intended to be a temporary.
Well, and of course, Eisenhower does his famous exit speech where he warns about the military. He called it at the time the congressional industrial complex. Yeah. And he's like, this has been almost like fomenting and building under his watch in the 1950s.
Yeah.
And this is honestly, it's the CIA is also not very. They don't think long term. So just as they armed the Mujahideen in the Afghan-Soviet war, and Rambo helped them, the very people who they armed became Al-Qaeda, who became the people who essentially did 9/11. And so they're not thinking long term. No. And this is, and we'll end here, but I do want to, we'll probably talk about this more. I want you if you remember one thing about this podcast, it's that people need to pay attention to this fact that this guy who would have continued to usher Iran into the modern age, he is overthrown. Yeah. He is democratically elected, and he's overthrown by the CIA and MI6. James Bond's he got his start. James Bond's
that's where he got his double O.
I think what he did, he has slept with the Shah's sister. He's like, I'll do my part.
I wasn't sure which Bond you were going to pick. Brosnan?
Well, it's eearly days.
So I know, it's early. Yeah, I would have, of course.
Brosnan not even born.
Well, it's just, who's your Bond?
It doesn't matter how many women I have to sleep with, but Moshaddaq's going down. Kermit, let's go.
Doesn't matter, yeah.
All right, Sean. It's the ultimate team up of Kermit the Frog and James Bond. And Church was just like, the fate of the world rests upon you. Thanks, Church. Churchy. To finish, Churchy, I just want Miss Piggy to stop hitting me.
Yeah. I don't want to die, so I can't retire.
So the outcome of this, Mossadegh is arrested.
Yep.
They make another guy the prime minister. The Shah comes back.
Yep.
He consolidates power. And the CIA
You
supports...
hate the CIA.
I do. I frankly, I think...
They are kind of... Well, we got to be careful about what we say about them
I
here,
don't give
but
a rip.
I don't
They're
like
definitely
them
listening.
either.
Yeah, they're probably listening.
Where's
the
that
CIA
laser coming
is
from?
a... yeah, you'd be like, drone incoming.
We had the Speakeasy Podcast Studio was hit yesterday by a bomb,
There's
and then
zero
protesters who
listeners.
are really unruly.
Yeah. The CIA
Get 'em.
helped to support
Sorry.
the Shah's secret police called SAVAK.
Uh-oh.
And the SAVAK is exactly what it's their power base. It's going to arrest anyone who challenges them.
Mm-hmm.
And this is going to continue to breed long-term anti-American sentiment and resentment. It's why Iran is chanting death to the USA and death to America. Now, I have heard, and this is from some political experts on Iran, that the
Which
CIA...
ones?
Yeah, they sure remain nameless.
Okay.
The CIA, and people can look this up and they can fact check me, and that'd be great. I'd love it if do we have ability to have comments? Probably,
Yeah.
probably should turn those off.
We'll turn them off on...
but
we want to control the narrative on
during
this
these protests
one. Yeah,
a few weeks ago before the war, because the United States has wanted to go to war with Iran for a long time.
of course.
During these protests, there are people who have said from Iran that there are people who they did not know, did not recognize, who were part of the protests, who started punching and attacking police. This is tactic 101, because you attack police then fire back
Right.
to the protesters and start killing protesters.
Right.
So it's the easiest way. Let's imagine, like, I don't know, there was a huge, let's say it's like 2021,
So again-
and let's say there's like a huge protest in like Washington, D.C.,
Mhm.
and I don't know, it's like January, it's early January, they're protesting. Maybe they didn't like the election or whatever. They
Right.
didn't say it was fair, it was rigged or whatever. So let's say you want to make these people look crazy. They already look a little crazy. So you just put like, you could do this with like 10 plain-clothed FBI guys, CIA guys.
Like you said, you
You
do
just
it
go
all
up,
the
you
time.
start smashing windows in the Capitol building.
It really doesn't
You
take
started-
that much when you think
and
about it.
you have the keys, so you open the door, you're like, hey guys, let's go in. And now you've got an insurrection,
Yeah.
right? And that's going to give you political capital till the end of time. Right? I'm not saying that happened. That'd be crazy. Who would say that?
Right.
But this is what this has been. The CIA has done this over and over and over again. We have, and if so, the history rhymes here is like if someone's ever like the CIA wouldn't do that. Mossadegh. Just go back to this. They overthrew the democratically elected Iranian prime minister.
By doing this very thing, by causing chaos.
Part 1. When we get back, we'll do the Iranian Revolution.
And that's where I'm going to lead that one.
That's right.
I'm going to take us through the entire
You'd
Iranian
be like,
Revolution.
so Kermit the Frog.
Yeah. So it all. And by the way, I am going to wing it the whole time. I'm
so
just going to make it up.
So Scrooge,
Yeah.
he was
So-
like, so
Ebenezer
Kermit the Frog
Scrooge,
worked for Scrooge.
He really wants everyone to work over Christmas. And the Iranians are like, no,
There's
we don't
something
even.
in the air. There's something
We
in
want to
the air.
celebrate Christmas.
He's like, bah.
And they're also like, we want this to be a musical. And he's like, no.
The Ayatollah Khomeini will be played by Michael Caine.
Yeah, I'll do that one. That sounds good. You know what? Maybe on the odd occasion we should just do episodes where I run it and I just make it up the whole time.
I think that'd be good.
That'd be
I
great.
think,
But
you
we
know,
won't tell people which ones those are. Well, of course, it'll be the ones I'm running.
I
but-
think that would be the giveaway. I think you doing, because you're a genius when it comes to the space race.
It's true. I
So I
really know
think-
the space race quite well.
We'll do that maybe in a couple.
We'll do Apollo 13.
We'll do-
Great story. Yeah.
We'll reenact the movie.
Yeah. It will be.
You got to fit this into this using this. Do you remember that scene?
I do remember that scene.
I love
The
that.
carbon dioxide
I would literally just be
filter.
like, I just took junk
Yes.
from my room, be like, I'm gonna fit this into
Into
this,
this?
using this.
And then leave
And
them in
I
a room.
just- And then my dad's like, you just destroyed your CD radio thing.
I always just
I'm like,
picture
yeah,
that
but-
scene. They leave the engineers in the room with that, and then they come back and like, well, did you do it? No.
Like, we need
it wouldn't
coffee.
fit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're definitely not going to be able to
It's
do
like,
it.
well, they're going to die.
Why'd you send Kevin Bacon?
Yeah.
You know?
Kevin Bacon really was great in that film.
Well, he scraped the entry point, but...
Well, yeah, it's true. I mean, he was great as an actor.
You know who they needed?
They needed Bill Paxton.
I know someone they needed.
Oh, right. Bill Paxton.
You know what we could do to push this ship around?
Yeah.
Push-ups. All right.
300.
Let's wrap it up. That
All
was
right.
good. That was tight. Super tight.
Super tight. We nailed it.
Oh, did I? I didn't say my age of attraction thing.
No, you didn't. Well, I tried to go there, but you immediately went back to this Iran thing. I was like, can we get to the part where we're filming Age of Attraction in beautiful BC?
Episode 2 of Iran is going to start with a, like, beyond fascinating fact about Age of Attraction.
Okay.
And let's end there.
Age of Attraction.
Coming
Can't
to
wait.
you.
You know, I don't that show, I gotta say, I looked at that show and I was like, I can tell everybody's age in this show. How can you date and
Dude,
not?
no, you can't.
Yeah, you can.
Trust me. I was blown away.
I knew what was going on.
I was like,
the whole
she's
time.
54?
Yeah.
Okay,
well,
cut us off and we'll start this party next time.
let's start this party.
Thank you for joining us for the History Rhymes podcast, possibly the greatest podcast in history. And of course, don't forget to like and subscribe. Until next time, catch you later, historians.